Hey Revolution. Welcome. Danke für die stream. Let's go Zandvoort. You're going to cook. I'm not sure. So I had about 10 laps of practice that I just did, which is probably more than I've actually done for a race in quite a long while. um, let me just send the link to my wife. She likes to watch the races these days. Cool. Yeah, so I did about 10 laps, maybe like eight or 10 laps. The quickest one I did was a 9.8, which is about a second off the world record, um, which is a lot for Zandvoort because it's such a short track. But I think like P50 in the world is a 9.3 or something. So I'm only half a second off that. So there's quite a big gap between the world record and. Also, I didn't check if it's legit times. Like, I didn't actually look at the names if it's any esport guys. So it could be that those top times are maybe uh, invalidated times, or guys who aren't legit. But yeah, I mean, usually the top guys are up there anyway, right? So yeah, I'm not I'm not super confident, but I think it might go a bit better than what it went last week. Hopefully. Hey Trev, good to see you in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. So as I was just telling Revolution, like last week the setup was just horrendous, which meant like I couldn't go for any overtakes. Couldn't do anything in the race. I was basically just hanging on for dear life. Let me just quickly tag everyone here for the tier 3 stream. Tier 3 is live. Cool. Jonko, if you're having a listen to my waffling before you go live, enjoy the race. Thanks for doing commentary as always. Appreciate you doing the comms for the league races. Really cool of you. But yeah, so they have some damage on. Yeah, so this is sim damage. So VSE is sim damage. So yeah, it means obviously every little bit of contact is punished. So let me quickly take you through the settings for the league. So we've got invite only. You're allowed to use some assists, apparently, which is interesting. So I'm gonna obviously be using the corner line because, yeah, it's literally a new track for me that I've just driven for the first time 20 minutes ago. So this is just to be somewhat competitive. Standard short qualifying session, 50% race. Dynamic weather as normal for league racing. Safety car is on reduced. Red flags on reduced as well. The formation lap is off. And then we've got simulation damage and ghosting is on. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Jonko is doing a really good job with the streams. His stuff is looking really good. If any of you haven't seen his streams, go check it out. Yeah, the quality looks flippin' fantastic. On one side, I'm quite sad that he's now also racing on a Thursday, but on the other hand, obviously we've got Harry and BQ Jills who are doing also an amazing job for the tier 1 streams on Thursdays. So at this stage, we're kind of really fortunate that we're able to stream all 4 tiers. I know getting commentators is very often quite a tough job in a league. So to be able to stream all 4 tiers is really cool. And obviously it's a big thanks to everyone who's actually doing the comms. So yeah, we can't obviously force them. They're doing it out of the goodness of their hearts. Yeah, ghosting really bad to have in league racing. Yeah, people are like here and there about it. Hey, Storming Thunderhead, welcome. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, ghosting Some people like it, some people don't. I'm not a big fan of it. Um, just because the ghosting is very inconsistent in the game. So sometimes a car will be sideways in front of you. You expect them to ghost, and then bam, you hit them straight on, and they don't ghost. Or, you know, what happens sometimes is a car ghosts, and someone tries to take advantage. They drive like into that person, and then the two of them are like inside each other, so they're ghosting, and then all of a sudden, as soon as they like for a split second leave each other, they unghost, and then they hit each other again because they think they're gonna stay ghosted. You know what I mean? So yeah, in my experience, like I've been doing this for, well, it's actually been more than 3 years now. It's like 4 or 5 years that I've been, managing leagues and stuff. I've just seen that ghosting more often than not creates more chaos than it avoids. But I mean, I guess with like the sim damage, maybe the ghosting helps for sim damage environments. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just never really a big fan of it. Because of the inconsistencies. Like I'd much rather know that the cars are not going to ghost and you have to avoid them than and obviously sometimes you get unlucky with that. Like, you can't always just be lucky. Sometimes you do get unlucky with the stuff, but yeah, for me it's just better to know what to expect. Gotten used to the non-ghosting in LSA, and if it happens in other leagues where ghosting is on, it tends to lead, like you say, it doesn't always actually. Yeah, it's the same, like you think it's gonna ghost and then it doesn't, and then it just causes more chaos than it avoids. Okay, it seems we're going, so let's see what we can do. As I said, I was able to do a 9.8 in time trial, but it's quite a tricky lap, I must say. Zandvoort in reverse has really got some, and this is what I like about the reverse tracks, is probably the racing is not as good, because obviously the tracks get designed with the forward layout in mind, so obviously in reverse, maybe the racing isn't as good, and you get DRS trains and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, the tracks are challenging, like, the corners are different, the cambers of the corners are different. So, yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. Like, I think it's something new. Maybe just because it's so new. Like, if it was a completely new track, people would enjoy it as well. So it's not necessarily. Ooh, we have some rain. Ooh, we've got some rain. Oh shit. How's it go? Oh, and then it's going to dry up again. Oh, wow. 30 minutes in, it's dry. So it's going to rain, and then it's going to dry up again. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Right. So let's get straight onto this. So, as always, blurring out the setup. Sorry about that. But I've got to do what I've got to do, So, it provides a unique driving challenge. It definitely does. And as I say, maybe, every new track would be a new challenge. So maybe it's like just something like that. But yeah, for me, I really enjoy like the reverse tracks. It's just something fresh. And I think because the games are so similar each year, I like the fresh experience of a backwards track. So yeah, I think it's going to be good. Right, so I have fueled up for 2 runs in case I mess up or invalidate the first one. So yeah, let's head out for a lap. See what we can do. So obviously this league has got a lot of very quick guys. Which does obviously make it difficult, but it makes it nice. Like, it is fun racing against people who are faster than you. I enjoy being like in the midfield, having to fight for positions. Oh, something I haven't practiced is the pit. Let's see how this goes. So, Okay, so the exit is pretty standard. This right-hander is very tricky, this one. And then this acceleration zone here, if you're too greedy, you go on this grass and you're gone. So that's really a tricky spot as well. These are your long corners, like you usually have. There's a little bump here, there, that really unsettles the car, so you've got to be very patient on the throttle there. If you're a bit too hasty, you can lose the car completely. And then this right-hander here is like full attack. So fun to get right. So I think I'm going to do the first lap just on medium ERS. And then we'll do 2 hot laps in a row. Right, so we're going to stay in 7th because the car bottoms out a bit there. 8.7, damn. Okay, let's go for a nice push lap now. The end of that lap was a bit scruffy. Apologies for the coughing, guys. I'm a little bit sick. But yeah, the end of that lap was, I probably lost about 2 or 3 tenths. I think the tires are just giving up a bit as well, doing 2 laps in a row. Ooh, there's the car. That car just disappeared. There was a McLaren and it was just gone. Wow. What are the tires on now? Oh, wow. I guess the tire wear is not that bad actually. If I've already on 2 push laps and only on 6%. Wow. Okay.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
This corner I can definitely do better, and this exit. I'll probably gain 2 tenths there. Ooh, wow, okay. That's an interesting pit entry, wow. Hey Spikes, good to see you in the chat, man. Okay, so we're currently 7th, which isn't horrible. We are very far off pole, so yeah, that's I think we're almost a second off. So obviously we did two laps in a row, which means probably the tires were not as good. But I mean, to be a second off, that's obviously not just tire wear, that's just plain commitment. So yeah, interesting. Let's see how we can improve. So we're gonna take a new set of tires. Let me blur this out again. Right, so yeah, as you can see, 8/10. But I'm okay, so we only whoa, wow. So we are only 3/10 off of P3. Wow. Okay, that gives me some apologies. That gives me some motivation. Let's go grab P3 at least. We're definitely not gonna get the top two. That's a bit of a stretch. So let's see if we can go up to P3. I think I can find 3/10. Right, so this Aston and the Haas behind me came out of the pits with me, so I'll let them go. I don't know who's on fast laps here, so I'm just going to let people go if they come up a bit quickly. I know this Mercedes behind might be on a lap. No, they are not, but let's let them go anyway. So I've put in the minimum amount of fuel, which is 3.5 laps anyway. So if I do completely mess up the first run, I will try and go again. I will run out of fuel on the in lap, but my teammate there, let him go. Oh, there's a slow horse on a weird pace. Alright, let's see what we can do. Okay, this is the big sector where we can find some time. Ah! We just ran out of ERS there. It's not ideal.
Right, let's have you
But it
in
was a
at the
good
end
lap.
of this lap,
Somehow we
please.
stayed 7th, which means everyone else improved as well, which is mad. So yeah, it shows you how quick these guys are. That was a pretty clean lap, I would say. I didn't use the ERS as well as I should have. I used a bit too much in the start of the lap. This time I did this right-hander pretty well. This one here. You can really send it here. But then I did mess up this last corner, so yeah, not there's maybe still a tenth or two to find. So yeah, there's probably a tenth or two to find. Not much more than that, so yeah, we're obviously going to send it on the last lap. Try again. But yeah. Yeah, because these guys are very fast. Welcome. Thanks for watching. Yeah, these guys are really quick. So obviously, with it being Alex's league, he's a content creator. So, you know, thousands of people watch his videos. A bunch of them join the league. So, yeah, it's really just a bunch of very quick guys. I'm just going to make some changes here. Bear with me while I blur this out one more time. Well, not one more time. I'll blur it out again for before the race. So let's have a look. So we currently have a 9.3, and we have to, oh wow, find another 3/10 again just to get to P3. So yeah, if we find 2/10, we're basically, even if we find 2/10, we're P5, P6. We do have quite a gap to the guys behind. Leon, Xbox, Nat, M. These guys are about 2/10 from me, so yeah, I do have a bit of a buffer, but yeah, these guys are quick. Alex has done a 9.8. He did say in the Discord chat he is feeling a bit sick, so but come on, Alex, I'm feeling a bit sick as well. No, I'm joking. He's obviously racing without any assists as well, so that makes it even more difficult. But yeah, he obviously has like probably more than 100 hours on this game already. I think I've got 30. So come on, Alex, you need to be in the top 10. But yeah, so let's go for one more run, see if we can improve. Fresh tires. I doubt we'll be using softs in the race, so I'm just gonna go out with the final set as well and see what we can do. Yeah, if we can find 2 or 3/10, we might not gain a lot of places, but at least we'll solidify like our P8, which is kind of a good place to be, at least. So I'm really going to send the first lap. If I do make a mistake, I am going to try and recharge the battery and go again for a second run on these same tires. So the first lap is just going to be flat out all things. So probably will be a very untidy lap, but that's my thinking as to how I'm going to try and approach it. There's a McLaren coming, so I just want to be sure not to get in his way. Here we go. Okay, decent first part of the lap. Let's keep this going. Two tenths up to 9.1. So we're currently in P6. Let's see what everyone else does. So we do have a Mercedes coming into the pits. Then there's a Red Bull. There's tired. Then there's an Aston. That's going to be Crab. Does he improve? No, he stays behind us. Oh no, he doesn't. There you go. Then there's a Haas. He goes behind it. Oh no, he's also ahead of us. So we're down in P8 now. Wow. Then there's a Kick. He's not improving. And then a Ferrari of Coco. So I think we're going to stay P8. Invalidated. Not on a lap. Yeah, I think we're going to stay P8. Wow. Decent qualifying. 9.1. Which means we are only 3 tenths off of P3, which that's quite good. As you can see, the qualifying is really close. I don't know what setups these guys are running, if they are using more racy setups, dry setups, wet setups, because we are expecting some rain in the race. So I don't know what these guys have gone for, but at least it's a decent start. I have no idea what to expect from this track in terms of racing. I don't know, like where the chaos points are, how it's going to be. I can just see that first sharp right-hander with a sharp left-hander being absolute chaos. So my teammate up in P2, wow. So maybe we can get some good points for Williams today. So that's a good result. Right, let's see what he can do in the race. We are probably going to start mediums because there is some rain predicted quite early. So probably going to start mediums, then box for inters, and then box for hards. I went for the harder allocation, so I've got 2 sets of hards available. So you can see here we've got rain, and then we're going to box for hards. So let's do, I don't know what fuel. Zandvoort is pretty heavy on fuel, so maybe let's not go too aggressive. Let me blow us out one more time. Right, so we've done that. Let's see if we can get some of these guys to go for hards. Right, so we're going to swap onto mediums, obviously. Looks like we're going. There's not a 5-minute break in this league. We just go whenever whenever someone readies up. So yeah, obviously we're gonna go for the mediums. If the rain only comes like later on, like the rain has to come like after 10 laps, otherwise these mediums are gonna be so bad. But yeah, let's see. Right guys, remember some damage. We've got to be careful on this race start. Let's see what we can do. There was some contact ahead. I was being very cautious. There's some damage. Oh my word.
Okay, caution, caution. Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash.
Hello, you can't pass me. Did we pick up damage? I don't think so. Someone did hit us from behind, but I think we survived. Wow, so we have lost one place. This kick guy looks a bit aggressive. It didn't look like he wanted to play nice, but I think he's got some damage. Yes, he's got damage to his end plate. So not ideal for him.
Systems all looking good. Head down.
So you can see how much the damage is already affecting him. We've really got to stick with these front guys now. We've got to try and get past more. He looks like he is struggling a bit on pace. Oh, dirty air. Woo! Get pretty close to his gearbox there. Okay, we make up one place. That's what we need to keep doing.
VSE deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain a positive delta.
Okay, so we made a position just before the VSE, so that is good timing. Lee also, oh no, this is reasonable behind us. He's got damage as well, so that's very crucial that we got that move done. Oh, it's starting to rain.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Starting to rain.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
We're going for it. It's a bit of a risk.
Okay, VSE ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
I just don't want to speed coming out of the pits. Because I know sometimes, just as you exit the pits, the delta goes into the red. So I just wanted to make sure I'm well below the delta. So probably lost a bit of time. Oh, wow. The grip is gone. Okay, let's just look after these tires on this outlap. Do not burn them up because the track is still quite dry. Okay, so we are the lead Inters runner at the moment. And the guy ahead has pitted and come out ahead of us. Wow. So that's not maybe worked out for us. Maybe the track is still too dry. Well, he's struggling a lot. So maybe the track is now wet enough for the Inters. Oh, this is so dodgy, man. Don't fight me, I'm on Inters. Thank you. You can see the little bits of rain on the track, which means it is starting to rain a bit harder. Whoop. People are still not boxing.
And that's a Mercedes driver ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute 19.6. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 9.9 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old.
Okay, so we did gain a couple of seconds on the guy ahead on the previous lap. But if it's just going to stay like this, then there was no point in boxing, because I'm going to have to box again for slicks. So I'm going to have to do an extra pit stop where these guys are just going to box once onto an extra of slicks if it doesn't start raining a bit harder. So we've got some people boxing. Are we going to come out of... Oh, we're not. They've got an overcut on us. That's crazy. Wow, DRS is still enabled. Ha! So this guy's going to have fresher inters than me. That's why I didn't fight him too hard, because I don't want to lose time to everyone else who hasn't boxed yet. Because if we lose time, we're just going to come out, or they're going to come out ahead of us. So we need to ensure, there you go, DRS disabled. We need to ensure that we come out ahead of everyone who's going to box now. You can see I'm struggling to stay with this guy because his inters are fresh. Mine are already on 18%. Because we were using the inters on a dry track, they wear a lot faster. You can see these guys are coming out ahead of us, which is not ideal. Means they've got track position and fresher tires. The pace is feeling okay. Like, I'm able to stick to these guys even though I've got, you know, much worse tires at this stage. So that's encouraging. Whew. Car is slippery in these conditions. I'm going to try and stay ahead of this guy for as long as I can. I'm not going to fight him incredibly hard though, because he does have pressure tires. I'm not going to make it easy. So I don't just plan on waving everyone past, because track position is going to be important for when it stops raining. Whoa! Wow! I almost hit him when he slid there. Did so well to avoid him. Guy seems to be struggling with this section of the track. Woo! Another close call. You have to try and get past this guy. See if you can make a move. go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Woohoo! Leave him some room, leave him some room. Wow, GG man, well done. That is good. I'm ahead, I'm ahead, I'm ahead. Okay, let's try and break away while he holds everyone up. DRS enabled, what?
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Wow. That dried up quickly. Okay, now we've got to break away. This is our strong section. Whoa, big snap. Big snap. Shucks.
Confirmed. We'll receive
Didn't
you at the
need
end
that.
of this lap.
Okay, let's nail this pit entry. Ah! We almost go deep. Whew. Okay, hard tires to the end. Maybe. Okay. We've got the guys behind out of DRS. Let's see if we can keep them away. Oh, messy section there. Don't need that. Tires are still very cold. The grip is still not quite there. The track is still very cold. And the tires are still very cold. This guy behind has been gaining on me a lot in this lap. We've got two people boxing now. See if we get both of them. That's good. They will have 1 lap fresher tires, but hopefully that's not too significant. I just don't know if we have to box again. I don't know how long these hards last. What's this? Lap 2, lap 15. So we box at the end of lap 13. Just so we can work out the tire wear a bit later. Yeah, that's flat now. Okay, so the grip is coming. Not quite there yet, but it is coming. You can brake so late for that corner. It's such a fun corner. That's probably one of my favorite corners on the calendar now, is that turn 3 in the reverse layout. We went a bit wide in the final corner. Not ideal. So this Raven guy seems pretty quick. If we can keep him at around 2 seconds, that's good news for us. Okay, now we're starting to increase the gap. We are in P5. I don't know if it's a net P5, and if there's someone who still needs to box. I doubt. But where are the leaders then? Like, yo. That's crazy. Because I can only see a McLaren and an Aston ahead of me on the minimap. And that is RWB and Crab on my timing screen. So where's my teammates? Did they stay out and not box for inters? That is possible. Remember I said if someone is going to try that.
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
These tyres are not old enough to box.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Okay, so Coco ahead. No one's really boxing. The guy that boxed now, the McLaren that boxed, he's gone to mediums.
Okay.
I don't have another set of mediums though, so for me, it wouldn't have made sense to box for another set of hards, because these hards are still pretty fresh. I'll read everyone's chat messages after the race. This is quite intense. I thought I would be able to read a few, but I've not looked away from the screen for 1 second so far in this race. Maybe now under the safety car I could, but I don't want to like risk going over with a delta and getting a drive through and stuff just because I'm looking at the chat. So yeah, apologies guys. I'll keep sending the messages as you think stuff, because I'd like to read it afterwards. But yeah, I can't read it during the race. It's a bit tough. I'll read short messages if there's short messages. The longer messages, I won't be able to read.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low, and we're going to risk a penalty.
I think staying out is
pace
the right choice.
immediately.
Yeah, I think staying out is the right choice as well. Like, oh, now everyone's boxing. See if we can get ahead of the Ferrari. Ah, no, we can't. But we can get ahead of the other Aston, who was Crab. And luckily his teammate is now behind us, so he's maybe going to hold him up a little bit. So yeah, the reason why these front guys could box is because they had such a big gap. They wouldn't have lost much. If I box now, I come out behind the McLaren, so I lose 4 places. Which for me, I think this is a better choice. The mediums will be better for the first couple of laps after the restart, but I think these hards are going to still be better by the end of the race. So, because like 16 laps on mediums. That's a long way to go. That is a long way to go. So I'm just going to go past the pits so that the AI doesn't pit for me. And then I quickly want to check the race director because I want to see what these guys did with strategy that they're so far ahead. But so we're in a net P3. This is actual positions. So race director, medium enters hard medium. Wow. So they did box for enters. Did we lose so much time behind that other guy? So these guys are on fresh tires as well. I'm on old tires. That's right. So me and the two guys behind me are the only ones, and the guy in P8 are the only ones who didn't box again. So at least for me, there's two guys behind me, which means the guys on fresh tires have to get past them first. So I could possibly, you know, stay in P3 long enough for my tires to warm up, which gives me much better fighting chance. The two guys behind me, they're going to be on cold hards on the restart. Yeah, I should probably get these tires warmed up a bit. They're going to be on cold hards, and the guys behind them are going to be on fresh tires. So they're going to struggle on this restart. At least I've got a bit of a buffer, hopefully. Maybe the safety car is going to go another lap. Because of that Mercedes that's on the home straight now. If we get a podium in this race, I will be amazed. Like, that'll be ridiculous. But I think, given the tyre situation, a top 5 will still be a good result. I just need to not lose positions to Raven West and lose no more, because they're on the same tyres as me. So basically I'm racing them for position. The other guys will probably have a tyre advantage for the first 3 laps after the safety car restart, and then it might even out a bit after those 3 or 4 laps. So yeah guys, this is going to be a really hectic last 15 laps. It's going to be crazy. Just trying to get some temperature into these tires, man. The guy ahead is pausing a lot, presumably so that the AI can warm his tires for him. Which, I don't know if it's allowed in this league. It's probably allowed, but it's just gay. Like, come on dude. You're on mediums, everyone else is on hards. Just warm your own tires, man. Come on. Like, it's just gay, that's the only thing it is.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
I'll start talking again now. I'm just like in super focus mode at the moment. Because I want to stay with these guys. And I want to try and break the DRS to the cars behind. Which is not going to be easy. Don't even know if it's going to be possible. It could be. 7/10 is the gap. Let's see if we can stay with these guys. Hopefully they fight a little bit to give us some DRS. Get off the grass, man. Come on, man. Such a bad exit. Okay, now it's a strong sector. See if we can hook it up. I think the guy behind just got DRS. Which is very unfortunate, but let's push one more lap, see if we can. Guys, don't hold each other up. Go, 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 go. Yellow flags, no safety car, please. No, they are fighting. Don't fight. All the guys behind have just caught up. Oh, so much understeer through there. Wow. Unfortunately, these guys ahead are fighting, so we are not getting away. And being the third man in the DRS train, I can't really go for any moves, so I'm just sitting here for now, being patient. Ah, that's bad again. Oh, we had a little bit of a moment there. Just letting them know I'm here. Ten more laps.
Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
We can't box. We will lose too many places. Man, that has absolutely ruined this race completely.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Okay, so you do have a lot of people staying out. So again, this is good for us. Because people staying out means we get a buffer to the guys who just pit for fresh tires. So there's going to be about 5, I count 5 cars. Two, the Red Bull, the Aston, the McLaren, another Red Bull and a Haas. So this guy ahead is definitely the quickest guy. I think he got pole. Or he got P2. No, my teammate was P2. So he got pole. So he's definitely the quickest guy by a margin. So I'm not really going to fight him on the restart. I'm going to try and stick with him. And hopefully we can break the DRS to the guys behind, because our pace was pretty good. I will definitely settle for a P2 in this race. Starting P8, I will take a P2. So yeah, I'm not going to go for anything crazy with this guy. But yeah, I am going to see if I can just stay ahead of these guys behind. That's going to be the main objective. Lose No More is on the same age tires as me as well. So remember, Lose No More is one of the guys who didn't pit under the first safety car. So he's also got old hards. The guy ahead of me has got newer hards than me by a couple of laps. Maybe 3 or 4 laps. So this is actually ideal, because Lose No More will hopefully hold up the likes of Crab and RWB. If he can hold them up, that's perfect for me, because then I can go with this guy ahead and seal in P2. So yeah, there's 2 cars in the pits currently. I don't know why. Are they not? Oh, they're moving now. Okay, they weren't moving for a moment, so I thought there's maybe a glitch, but they have started going again. I don't know if they'll catch up there by the end of this lap, so we might do another lap under the safety car. They might actually catch up, you know. So we might get going in this lap. So let's warm these tires a bit. There we go. Safety car in this lap.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
Oh wow. Someone hit something very hard
Safety
there.
car.
Oh
Okay,
no
slow
man,
down.
you're
No
kidding.
overtaking. Delta's negative, which means you go to number positive.
Gotta be
reduce your
joking.
pace.
Why do I have 5 engineers talking to me? Man, this is really horrible. I hate safety cars in league racing. I know, like, sometimes they can spice up the strategy and they can help you catch up if you had a bad race and whatnot, but man, I don't know, like, I don't enjoy this.
Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Their tyres are 16 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:54.8.
Okay, no damage for the car behind, which is going to sound weird, but it's good news for me. Ha! I don't think anyone fell for that dummy. Yeah, like, I can stomach one safety car race. 2, yeah, I don't know, man. 2 is already a bit much. The third one is just not good, especially in a 50%. Like, we only have 36 laps. You know, each safety car is 3 or 4 laps. Because it's 4 laps. Because it's the lap it comes out, then it catches everyone, and then you do 3 laps under the safety car. So it's 4 laps, which means 12 of the 36 laps, that's a third of the race, has been under safety car. That's just stupid, like, really stupid. And with the way the race was going, this guy ahead was doing pretty well. And I was sticking with him and the guy that was in P2, I can't remember who that was. And he was on mediums. I think it was Coco, the Ferrari. So I would have probably been able to get Coco on track because of his mediums dying away at the end. And, you know, you never know, like, possibly even had a look at Scott. So now with the safety cars, everyone's just on cold tires again. Like, there's no strategy that comes into this. Like, you don't have to save tires, you don't have to save fuel, you don't have to save DRS. Like, yeah, it just kind of ruins the racing. So, but anyway, we've got to deal with it. That is what we've got on our plate here. So we're going to have 4 racing laps remaining. Because the safety car is going to come in. Oh no, we're going to have 3 racing laps. Because the safety car is going to come in end of this lap. So 3 racing laps to hold on to P2 here. Which might be difficult, but it might not be the most difficult thing. I think I've had a bit more pace than Lose No More in this race. Like, not a lot, obviously, maybe a tenth or two. And I don't think I've had the pace of Scott at all. I think he's been 2 or 3 tenths faster. So I'm very happy to settle for P2 in this race. And I think if we play it smart, that's exactly what we can do. So we just need to get these tires nice and toasty, especially the rears, so that when we accelerate out of the final corner, we get some good traction down the straight. Because if we get a good exit there, it minimizes the run that the guys behind will have on me, and means we can more easily hang on to P2. If we can be in P2 for the first corner, I think then we've got this. Okay, safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
That's a decent restart. As I said, not looking to get into P1. Okay, let's push, try and stay with this guy. Okay, so we've broken DRS to the car behind, that's huge. But we have also lost DRS to the car ahead, so this lap is going to be very important. Because if we don't get in his DRS, the next best thing is to keep them out of DRS. So looks like we are managing that. Oh, we touched the grass, but we get away with it. Okay, last lap. You can hang on to P2 here. This will be huge. And this is why I say, guys, you don't always need to be the fastest driver. But if you are the smartest driver, it can get you pretty far. I'm not saying I'm necessarily the smartest, but I would rank myself up there when it comes to race IQ, decision making, awareness, and that has paid off in this race. We've made the right calls of tyres, pit stops, we've kept it clean, didn't get damaged, GG's to the guy ahead. GG's to Scott. Pole, fastest lap, and the win. Mega performance from him, but we get P2. Come on, man. Yes. What a race. Lovely. What a race. I enjoyed that. Wow. That is good. That is really good. Oh, nice. I do think, like, I really think this is a better track than Zandvoort Forward, actually. You can still overtake, you can still go side by side, you can still, you know, go for moves. But yeah, the track is just so on the limit, like, the corners are so difficult to drive. Oh man, what a performance, what a race. What a race, I love that. Do we win any of the awards? I don't think so. We don't. We don't get any of the awards. We don't get any of these 5 things. But it's okay. None of that matters. We've got P2. We've got South Africa on the podium. Oh, what a good feeling, man. What a good feeling. Right, guys. Ah, awesome stuff. There we go. So, who got driver of the day? Oh, it was this guy. 12 to 5th. That's 7 places. I gained 6 places and got on the podium. I think we need to see the. I think we need to see the stewards about that one. But anyway, guys, that was a lot of fun. That was really a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in. Trev says, "Can we change the LSA Netherlands track to reverse?" I think we might. The reason why we didn't make it reverse is 2 reasons. Number one, we didn't want to make all the tracks reverse, so we wanted to keep something fresh for season 10. So obviously, if we do Netherlands again in season 10, we can do it in reverse, and then it's something new for the league. But secondly, I was just kind of worried that with the barriers, if you guys want to stay tuned, I'll quickly show you what I mean on time trial just after this race. The barriers are really harsh on the backwards layout, because obviously the barriers are made for the forward direction. So if you go in reverse, the barriers do kind of delete you instantly if you hit them at certain places. And I was just afraid that maybe that might like diminish the league racing in a way. But I think this race proved that, you know, if everyone stays on track and no one forces other people off, then it's obviously a very enjoyable race. So yeah, the barriers do stick out. Let's maybe see if I can just read a bit of the chat. You have good race pace going for you. The guys keep losing the rear on the right-hander. Yeah, I must say, the setup worked pretty well. Shout out to Tian Boertes. Thanks, Big T. Appreciate it. He hooked me up with the setup just before the race. Enough guys stayed out. Yeah, this is going to be tight. I saw those. Might be good for us. Yeah, right. Yeah, so let me quickly show you guys what I mean. So for those who are still tuned in, equal performance. Doesn't matter really. I just want to quickly have a Netherlands reverse. I knew it. Yeah. It's a SRC setups. Yeah, I tried limitless setups. Man, like, they're not horrible, but they're basically just time trial setups. Like, he goes on in his videos about, like, yo, his setups are so good, and his setups, like, look after the tires, but it's basically a time trial setup where he's, like, changed 2 things, maybe, by, like, 4 clicks. So, yeah, I don't know. For me... So this is the first one. This is the first barrier where, like, if you just slightly hit it, that's a DNF. Like, you know, either there or even here. You know, that's your wheel gone. And obviously the reason it's like that is so that you can park your car there. Like the marshals can park your car there or something. They would obviously just wheel it into the pits in real life. But yeah, so that's the one barrier which, and because it's at the end of the straight, you kind of think like maybe people will be a bit aggressive. But I don't know, like the racing in LSA has been very clean this season. We haven't had a lot of incidents. We've had like 2-3 incidents per tier per race, which for me is pretty good. There was another one, so here's one. There was one barrier here. There we go. There. Oh, hello. So here's another one. So it's just like little things where you just, you know, if someone hooks a tire and they go into the barrier, then yeah, it's not ideal. So and there's one more that I definitely know of. And it's at the end of, and this is the main one, because if you just grab a little bit of grass here, you understeer, boom, straight into this barrier. So yeah, so just trying to read some of the chat. Yeah, the barrier stick out, 4 clicks is nowhere near enough. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can change the setup by 3 or 4 clicks, you know. It's not a transformation. Like the setups that Tiana has given, he's given me 2 or 3 from a few different tracks, and they have worked really well. So yeah, maybe worth to look into them. But yeah, that is it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna go watch a movie with my wife. So Leafy, if you're still watching, I'm on my way. Just give me a few minutes. But yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate the company. Have a good evening, and we'll see each other again very soon on track, tomorrow actually. So yeah, have a good one. Cheers.